see it too. Another Paramount failure too, just to kind of jump around with this and kind of conclude this. Another big Paramount failure too that they were banking on was going to catch off was Baywatch. Baywatch didn't connect at all to audiences. That movie, I mean, it's in week 5 right now, and it's in less than 500 theaters.
You think they would have known after Chips? Even though by the time Chips had failed, Baywatch was already wrapped up.
Paramount. Here's the thing: Baywatch could have been a hit if they made a good movie. If they made a good movie, Baywatch could have been a hit,
like they did with Jump Street.
Like they did with Jump Street. If they actually made a good movie, then they would have. And I should have. I actually, looking back on with Baywatch, I really should have seen it coming. You know what I mean? As far as Baywatch went, because in Baywatch, if you go back and watch some of those trailers, they're selling Efron and The Rock. They're not selling the premise nor jokes. And when you see that in these trailers too, you kind of like in The Mummy, they were kind of selling Tom Cruise more than they were selling the content of The Mummy. Yeah. And when you see that, you kind of think we're like, they must not have too much confidence in their product if that's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
You could make the same argument though for Jump Street, but that's a pairing that just worked.
Yes.
You could say the same thing for Jump Street.
I think there were a lot better jokes that landed though in the Jump Street trailers and stuff like that than focus really on like, oh my God, we got Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum together.
Oh, you're saying like they really hammered The Rock and Efron.
The Rock and Efron,
just them, not even humor or anything.
No, they were
them.
Yes, and then the flawless bodies of the co-stars and stuff like that.
That's absolutely true. That is exactly what they did.
That's what they did,
and to be slightly apologetic, that's kind of what Baywatch was the whole time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're not straying from that formula, but you're right.
At the same time, and I know this kind of translated to a Baywatch discussion, but it's interesting to talk about. I always thought it's more interesting to talk about why movies fail than why movies succeed. But the Baywatch 2, you know what happened with that movie? Another thing that I think really bothered was that it alienated fans of the series. They didn't want to go see a movie that was vulgar, that was crass.
What fans? Are there fans of Baywatch?
Ran for several years. I mean, there are fans. You kind of have to dig for them, but they're there. Okay. I think they're kind of like a lot of either apologist fans or like regrettable fans.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you, like I am a very big regrettable fan of like I'm a person that regretted being a fan for so many years of Full House until I like woke up one day and realized how awful it was.
It's like the Flintstones with me.
That's exactly.
Actually, no, I take that back. I've never liked I'm going to go on a Flintstones rant. I'm going to go on a whole Hanna-Barbera rant again.
Oh God, please don't.
But please continue.